Yeah, ati pepeta, pewa chupa mbili. Pepeta, pewa chupa mbili.
Okay, hello guys, my name is Famous. So on this week kulikuwa na vitu zilikuwa zina trend. For example, story ya Mejja, ngoma yake ni hit song, hiyo haiko trending. Number 2, tukapata good news that Spotify inakuwa launched in Kenya. And thirdly here tuko na artist manager wa Kappy, tutakuwa tunamuuliza some few questions, atakuwa anatupatia some tips on grow as an artist. So topic number 1 tunaongelea neo about Mejja. So you Merrick so atatujibu swali reason why ngoma ya Mejja it's a hit song, ni ngoma kali yet haiko trending. So unaweza tuambia reason why?
Hello dear viewers, I'm Merrick from Dapstrem. I'm an artist content manager at Dapstrem, and I mainly deal with YouTube and the stores such as Spotify, iTunes and all that. So firstly, if you had watched our previous videos, tulikuwa tumeongelea story ya ngoma ni hit song like but haiko on trending tab on YouTube. So I'm going to repeat it again, like whatever the reason is. Kwanza ni being on trending inakuwa affected by so many factors and not just one, like the number of views on a video. First of all, to be on trending, you must have reached the monetization threshold, that is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time. So secondly, after you monetize your channel, you must be on a network to be sure to be on trending. Like if you are not on a network, you may be or may not be on trending, but if you are on a network, you will be on trending by default if you beat the like some good views in a period of 8 hours, and it's updated every 3 hours. So one reason for Mejja not being on trending, he may be missing from a network. That's why he's not on trending. So that's the main reason, because he's past the subscriber count. That's the minimum 1,000 subscribers, and the watch time 4,000 hours watch time. He has passed that, so I think he's lacking to be on a network. So this brings the question, what is a network? So a network is, these are third-party organizations that manages digital rights, YouTube monetization, audience development, and an example of a network is Dapstrem or Ngomaverse or Siskii. And being on a network isn't difficult, simply because in Kenya, for example, most of the MCNs don't charge for joining their networks, but there is a fee. So whenever you're going to join a network, please review according to YouTube. Ask your network whatever they're going to provide you your channel with, and secondly, ask for the percentage share. Whatever is going to be your revenue of yours is going to be taken for that service. So yeah, Ngoma's Mejja song is not on trending because it's not on any network. That's why. So more questions about networks, you can check on our previous video. We discussed about YouTube network and MCNs. So yeah, thank you very much for that question. Hope it's well answered.
Yeah, okay. Then topic number 2 ni like to receive good news that Spotify imekuwa launched in Africa na pia iko Kenya. So pia tutauliza this question to Merrick. Spotify itasaidiaje artists in Kenya? Like how will it benefit an artist?
First of all, the third world countries have been struggling for so long without Spotify, and accessing Spotify, we've had the options to use third-party providers of applications such as VPN to access these websites, like Spotify, you must access it. If you are previously in Africa, you must to access Spotify you have to use stuff like VPN, and not so many people are good in the tech of the use of VPNs and all that. Some people, I'm sure right now, they don't know what is a VPN. Yeah, so Spotify is very beneficial, so that they pay for streaming. Like whenever your music is streamed on Spotify, you're paid for that. And this begs the questions like, how do you get your song on Spotify? To get your song on Spotify, you must have an option to use a distributor. You must use a distributor to get your song on Spotify. So Dapstrem is a distributor. You can use Dapstrem. You can use any other of your preferred distribution companies. But at Dapstrem, we want to do this project since we put your music like on the playlist, on the top playlist. So I think Dapstrem would be an option for you if you wish to get your music on Spotify. And lastly, how do maybe artists gain music on Spotify? Maybe you've used YouTube, Boomplay and all that, and it's always easy just to search for an artist and click play on their song, but on Spotify is a little different because Spotify uses playlisting. So the better playlist you are, the better the number of streams you can get from your release. So yeah, Spotify pays for streaming, and there is a subscription fee if you do not like adverts to run on your and interrupt your streams. So yeah, Spotify is beneficial. It will be paying artists for streaming.
Okay, so in our coming vlogs, we'll be talking on how to get your music on Spotify, how to get on Spotify playlist, how Spotify algorithm works, and how to claim and verify your Spotify artist account. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel na usimisi hizo topics. So let's move on to manager wa Kappy here. So let him introduce himself. So me and Merrick tutamuuliza a few questions, atakuwa anatupatia answers on stories about the Kappy, na pia atakuwa anatuuliza some questions itakuwa like a conversation topics. Tutakuwa tunaongelea.
Mimi naitwa Nevillionaire. Mimi ni manager wa Kappy official na various digital artists. Yeah.
So kabla tujaanza maswali zangu, so Merrick, do you have questions unataka kumuuliza?
My questions may have not digested, and so I beg you to please ask him first, and I'll come in later.
Okay, so mko na maswali kadhaa. So how did you develop Kappy mpaka akakuwa penye yako sana?
Well, it started last year around April or March. At that time studio liko Kijani. So unajua wasanii walikuwa wanakaa Kijani, alafu kulikuwa na hiyo anxiety fulani. Nataka kuona msanii. So there was a time nikaanza tu kufanya research pole. Naona ngoma zinafika tu YouTube peke yake na watu wanasahau story. So nikatukio point kwenda nikaanza ku research nini kina Audiomack, SoundCloud, Spotify hapo, iTunes, vitu kama hizo zote. Then there was a point nikaanza kuangalia pia YouTube nani amedistribute ngoma, how it works. Nikaanza kuangalia pia distributors nini, nikapata kila kitu in details, alafu ndio tukaanza. Nikaambia Kappy, by the way, tunaweza fanya hivi na hivi na hivi. Unajua pia alikuwa anakaa ananicheki. Tukaanza kuongea tukakuwa mabeshte. Na hivyo tu ndio tulianza.
So ni factors gani zililid mpaka penye Kappy akakuwa succeed up to now penye hapo?
Factors ni tuseme the type of ngoma ngoma yenye anafanya. For example, kayo genge tunapata hiyo time ya quarantine, kila mtu alikuwa anasikiza genge tunaona. Alafu pia venye anaput ngoma, yani style yake ya kuimba, pia imelead to that one. Alafu pia kumarket ngoma. Unapata ngoma inakuwa share kwa hii group. Pale tu kwa mtandao kuna groups kibao. Facebook kuna page, Instagram kuna page yake, kuna pia page ya sasa vile tulipatana, tulikuja tukaform Empire sasa imetoka pia Empire. Unapata tunasaidia wasanii kujua vitu kadhaa ku bring us together. So hizo ndio vitu zilichangia.
So ni experiences gani umepata ukiwa manager wa Kappy?
Unajua pia experiences ni mingi. Kitu ya kwanza naweza sema ni story ya YouTube. Unapata story ya monetization. Msanii anaingia pale YouTube anaona ngoma yake inafanya poa. Kidogo anakalia hakuna do. Sasa blame inakuwa labda wewe ndio umechukua hizo do. So but tunapata pia YouTube hizo revenue sijui pia wana calculate aje, but hiyo basically ndio main factor. Factor nyingine pia ni do pia inaleta issue. Unapata msanii labda akona ngoma ni deadly mbaya, lakini video pia unajua Kenya wasanii wengi pia wameangalia video sana. But mimi Kenya naweza advise video ufai kushughulikia saa hiyo. Wewe audio distribute kwa kila store. Kama sisi sasa tunatumia Dapstrem Entertainment. Distribute kwa kila store. Video unaweza fanya later hata kama ni 6 months, 1 year.
Na ni message gani unaweza patia kwa aspiring managers?
Before aspiring managers, before sign contract yote, be careful. Soma contract vizuri, angalia, fanya research yako poa. Na pia kama uko na shida mahali unaweza nitafuta, nitakusaidia.
Na ni pressure gani zimekupata ukikuwa manager wa Kappy? Ndio last question. Pressure unaweza pata, unajua kuna point pia channel inafikanga inalala. Msanii huku pia na ngoma. Sasa inabaki tu channel ibaki hivyo. Na kuna ile pressure fulani pia unataka channel iendelee grow kuwe na content yake. Sasa hapo hivyo pia hakuna content. Basically hiyo ndio kitu hiko. Na kumekuwa na lot of stories about Gengeton. Unaonaje future Gengeton?
Gengeton in future Kenya na
according to your opinion.
My opinion, unajua muziki pia evolve. Unaona vile genge ilianza ikaanza. Sasa tena ndio imekuwa Gengeton. So I think Gengeton ina evolve. Sasa unaona wasee wengi walikuwa wanaimba Gengeton, wasee wamechange to trap, wengine wamechange to drill. So I think it's still in the evolving process. Hatuwezi sema imekufa, but ina evolve.
Na pia tunaweza kuuliza swali mbele. Unaonaje future Gengeton?
For me, I think kwanza Gengeton's future is not that it may be dead. Maybe it may be dead to the negative thinkers such as wale age ambao unajua you should at least respect ile age na like the age group of everyone. No. Because if you are in 30s, very few people in 30s wanasikiza Gengeton. And Gengeton, according to statistics, for example, from Dapstrem, is listened by people from around 18 years, let's say, to 24. These are people in schools, and effects of COVID has been an effect to Gengeton, so that unapata most Gengeton artists, okay, firstly, never be proud that something is over, because for example Gengeton has made some people come from grass to grace. Like unajua people had really difficult life like before, and Gengeton imetoa some people, even if not all. There's always a number one, there's always a number last, so in every situation there's always a winner and a loser, but Gengeton helped some people, right? So according to me, Gengeton is not like that. Gengeton is a club bangers. They have club banger song, and it's songs that is made for clubs. So right now, due to things like COVID-19, we may not have club events, like any event like involving the Gengeton songs, and this is why you feel like Gengeton is dead. While in real sense, when COVID ends and these same artists still have the heart to push, there's always ups and downs. Most of these artists may have experienced the up, and now this is the down. There is another up, and what I would encourage everyone, if you are doing Gengeton, it's not like the end of everything. When COVID ends, all this ends, everything returns to normal, this genre might be back to wherever it was. Yeah. So there's always not an end to everything. High schoolers are the main listeners of Gengeton. These guys are in school. Who do you think would celebrate the genre yet they're in school? So it's not dead. It's not dead, and maybe it's not going to die any soon unless the artists give up. I will not be there for that, but unless the artists give up. Because, and lastly, the mainstream artist may have never told Gengeton artists the truth. The mainstream artist even sample beats. Meaning, if they sample beats, there's no revenue they get from these songs on YouTube. But you meet them living a lavish life, yet on YouTube they have nothing. So they may have not told the young artist the real truth in the music scene and the music business and everything related to music, like how you should handle your music. You understand? Because I as a distributor, I can tell you that you cannot survive from royalties. You cannot survive from royalties. You as an artist has to get the business branding. Brand your artist, like a manager should brand the artist. Have your artist have a picture, a certain picture on social media, so that brands such as Safaricom, Airtel, any brand will look for you and use you as to market their products. Yeah, so that is how music and art is handled into the business side of it. So Gengeton artists, take time to learn. Please learn and know that there is how money should be spent. I know people like fun and all that, but spend your money wisely whenever you get them in events, in shows and product endorsements, brand endorsement. Use them for a good positive thing. Have it grow somewhere, invest somewhere to help you. So yeah, so in short, Gengeton is not dead. Yeah, maybe if you think Gengeton is dead, you are the one who stopped listening to Gengeton. Yeah, because we have songs that are trending in Kenya. Kalali is a Gengeton song, Shamra Shamra is a Gengeton song, we have Wagidomo, a Gengeton song, Sota, a Gengeton song. So if you say Gengeton is dead, then it's you who stop listening to Gengeton. Yeah.
So kuna questions zingine unataka kumuuliza? Kama unaweza kuwa na any questions.
Kwa sasa sina maswali. Lakini as you continue naweza fikiria alafu namaliza.
Na maswali unapenda kumuuliza?
Absolutely have a question. Absolutely, I have a question.
Okay, you have a question?
Yeah.
Muulize.
I have a question. So in Kenya, I was last week.
Okay, so kama kuna question nyingine kutoka kwa artist mmoja wa Kappy, so Mary, kuna swali unataka kumuuliza?
Absolutely, Mary, kuna swali. My question is last week nilikuwa na Tanzanian journalist, a journalist from Tanzania, from Zimbabwe. Now we talked and we learned more on the Tanzanian media relation with the artists na content creators. They have that closeness, like the media and the creative world. So in Kenya, swali yangu ni how like is it the same to you, like media ina support aje artists in Kenya? Is it supportive or there is no support from media?
At some point, according to my view, naona hakuna support. Hakuna support. Unapata sijui nitaisema kama ni discrimination ama ni nini ama ni favorism. Unapata for example, hiyo story ya media na artist. Ukiangalia msee kama Jancho for example, Papa Jones kuna time ngoma yake itachezwa. Ichezwe. Alafu kuwe msee kama eti msanii wangu Kappy kabla uone ngoma yake ichezwe, labda itachezwa kwa PPP. Yani station 2 fulani yenye inakuanga, unaona? Siwezi sema si supportive hivyo. Relationship haiko poa.
Okay, so my question, kunaweza kuwa na maybe a reason why you think the media is not supportive to the Kenyan artists? So all in all, yeah. So my next question is just based on the media, but the media industry, how do you think scandals help in the creative industry?
Yeah, they actually do help.
Okay.
For example, nani Bahati, ile story ya Bahati na Diana, walikuja wakavurugana, Bahati akaangusha ngoma. Na hiyo time alikuwa ametrend. After 2 days ngoma ndio imetokea. So unajua pia ile ya ngoma ikapush. So I think scandals inasaidia sana.
Okay. Now can they also destroy a brand?
Yeah, they can also destroy a brand.
So how do you deal with issues? Maybe Kappy, maybe having. I had a story about Kappy, by the way, that alikuwa amesahau watu wake wa mtaa. This was from a media mungai. And like such a situation, like how do you manage to control the artist's reaction according to, in relation to the media or all those scandals? Because we also have people who just come up with stories and take advantage of artists when you are already in the mainstream. So how do you deal with such situations, with such issues like?
Issues kama hizo si ukaa pamoja. Unakaa hiyo story ya Mkaiv, tulikaa chini mimi na Kappy tukaongea. Hizo si vitu zinafaa kutusumbua hapa. Msee anaanza beef juu ya video. Hiyo ngoma by the way iko bado. Kwa channel ile iko listed. Iko tu ni vile unajua pia channel ikiendelea kugrow kuna vitu zingine unafahamu pia for the brand. Yeah, that was the reason ilitoka. But hakuna shida yote kati ya wase wawili.
So my next question is maybe like Kappy is a young guy and is still like probably in the music journey and anakuwa escalated more. So my question inakuja kwa like maybe what strategy like because consistency is an aspect in the music industry or in the art industry. One must be consistent and in the long run mtu anatumia resources pia and a lot of resources. Now an artist can blow up kama maybe Kappy blow up in 1 or 2, 3 songs. Like may experience issues to do with vitu kama copyright infringement, like someone copyrighting your work without your notice, ama mtu ana like you going against someone's copyright na mtu anasema maybe umechukua content yake ukatumia content yake.
Tume experience ya copyright infringement, lakini ilikuwa somewhere ametumia content ya Kappy, unaona. Sama mara mingi ulikuwa unapata ni hiyo take down inafanyika thanks to Dapstrem. Alafu point nyingine unapata labda beat yenye Kappy ametumia, sasa ameenda sample amechukua amefanya yake.
akai copyright.
So unapata vitu vingi kama hizo pia kasi hiyo nyingi nilitumia hiyo copyright claim ya YouTube. Ikakuwa taken down.
So like the content ID system equal importance to a mainstream artist as well, because it's used to protect his work online. So another question, so regarding, so Kappy hajakuwa na issue yote na maybe ame work on someone's work?
Hajakuwa na issue yote.
Okay, so I think hizo ni swali niko nazo. Although guys, check my one-on-one interview with Nevillionaire on next video in this playlist. So subscribe, get notified on a one-on-one interview with him. Then release more questions. So I think that's the only question I have.
Well, pia mimi niko na the last question
for me
for artist manager wa Kappy. Ni take up ndio Kappy akablow up.
Kuna ngoma fulani last year inaitwa Bibi. Kulikuwa na collaboration ya Frali Bolo, Master Vike, ya no ranking. Alafu Sari Mambo Bitu ndo alifanya ngoma. Big up to everyone. Actually ngoma ndo alifanya akakuwa hit. Nilikuwa naingia unasikia kila mahali Bibi. Your time alitoka from 6,000 subscribers to almost 15,000. Within a span of 3 months. Ndio ilifanya kabla up.
So I think mimi maswali zangu zimeshafika. Pia unaweza kuwa na any question uulize, kama una any other questions unaweza funga our topic ya for today, or any question
ask swali. Lakini mnaweza like, share, subscribe. Channel pale YouTube ni Kappy. Alafu tuko na pia Kappy Empire, mnaweza subscribe. Watch content yote iko hapo, utabambika sana. Alafu unaweza tufollow Kappy Empire Instagram. Pia unaweza follow anaitwa Kappy Official. Pia mimi mnaweza nifollow anaitwa Nevillionaire. All platforms. Thank you.
Eric.
Peace manze. Take care. And subscribe, share, keep supporting always. That's a playlist inaendelea for so long. So subscribe to get more informative idea in the music industry, in the music business. You as a fan, you as a creator, you as an artist, you as a business person, and thank you very much for always being supporting.
So being the end ya topic ya leo, if kama kuna any other topic or questions unataka tuongelee to our next vlog, comment hapo in the comment section, na usisahau subscribe na pia to follow us on Instagram, and have a nice day. Bless.